Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Danny here, and today I'm bringing you guys a kill confirm gameplay on Nuketown. This is kind of an old gameplay that I've had in my hard drive for a while. This is just something that I had, I think, during Grand Heist, and it was during Alcatraz's first launch, and we just got bored of Alcatraz, so we decided to hop on for this game. But that's enough about the gameplay. The topic I want to talk about today is team balancing, and I think it is way more prominent than what the previous Call of Duties have felt like. Now, obviously, I don't have hard stats, but it's just my experiences after playing 400, almost 500 now levels within Master Prestige of Black Ops 4, right? I've definitely played my fair share of the game to know what it feels like the lobbies are. So, first thing is first, it might sound contradictory, right? I mean, I'm asking for no team balancing, but at the same time, I'm asking for my teammates to not be shit. So is that, in a sense, for no team balancing? Well, not quite, right? When I say team balancing, Treyarch's definition of team balancing is this, right? Basically, every single game, you're going to take the top player of the lobby, maybe the top two players of the lobby, and grab the bottom players of the lobby and put them together. Then suddenly all the mediocre players, or even like the second place player of that lobby, is on the enemy team. And for the first place player, it becomes very, very difficult for them to play the game without getting streaked on because his teammates are feeding, right? And sure, the first place guy could be so good to the point where they just stomp the lobby regardless of who's on the enemy team. But as soon as there's some even like decent competition, it becomes way more difficult for that guy to win. He might be able to pull off a great game, but he won't be able to win, right? And I've had plenty of those times, right? I'd be stomping the enemy team, take a look at the score, and be wondering how the hell are they still so close, or how the hell at times are they beating us, you know? And then suddenly I just have to play 10 times harder to get for that win, right? And to me, I feel that it has been really, really prominent in Black Ops 4 because, for instance, for example, right, me and my buddy Joey, we would stack together, and we just so happen we just have time to play, and so we will. And with that being said, what I've noticed is that sometimes we'll play in lobbies and no one would leave, right? I think everybody's just playing for the sake of playing, and for whatever reason, the enemy team doesn't mind getting streaked up on. But what I've come to realize, we'll look at the lobby and then they'll generally pick the worst players of the lobby to join our team, which I guess in a sense, that already is frustrating. But the most frustrating part is that if that lobby stays, right, or even if only like one or two people leave, generally the top players of the previous teams will all stick together and they'll just place whoever did well on our team, besides us, on their team as well, and just give us the worst possible players, and that is just the most frustrating thing out there. And the thing is, the teams really don't swap no matter what. Even if we stomp them over and over, they will still give us the worst players, and try to essentially make us lose, and I've had games where we would play and suddenly we would have, there'd be like 4 of the Master Prestiges in the lobbies besides us and a bunch of like low levels, right? Master Prestiges are going to leave, they're going to think that, hey, we can probably outstack them and we can wreck them. Fun fact, we still end up crushing them, but aside the point, they still get stacked all together when they're all solos. They're not in a party, they're all solo players. But then me and my buddy, we are Master Prestige, but we have to take on all 4 of them. Now, albeit, sure, maybe they're not as good as we are, but at the end of the day, they could just decide to avoid us and feed off our teammates, and that is the most frustrating thing out there. One of the reasons why I hate playing on Nuketown, as ironic as, this gameplay is because of that fact. These players just feed on our teammates, and we're the only ones capable of pushing, and the bad players are going to have a hard time pushing. They're just going to run out and get shot, and they're just going to decide that they don't want to die anymore, and they're going to sit in the house, not able to get any kills, not doing anything. And especially in objective-based game modes, it becomes a huge, huge problem. I've lost countless games because it was only me and my buddy, the only ones pushing up the map, while the other ones just sat at our home flag, camping way in the back, where maybe they'll still die. That is just infuriating to see. And to me, I just think that, personally, the best way to team balance in public match is to not have team balancing at all. Rather just sure, I accept games where there are going to be times where we get bad teammates. That's inevitable, especially through random, team-based matchmaking, right? Or lobby team matchmaking, if that's the right word for it. But at the same time, you know, don't make it every single game where, you know, we're always up against the toughest opponents in our lobby and we get the shit players. You know, that is just extremely just, I think, unfair and unfun to play against. You know, I just think that ruins the whole experience and it just is not enjoyable for me. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, a good competition is always good. You know, I welcome a good competition. Just look at this lobby. We got stacked against Master Procedures left and right. But with that being said as well, keep that stuff to league play. You know, I think league play is the reason for competitive modes. Make that the most balanced team you could possibly make, you know. Make it in such a way that, you know, like master that algorithm, whatever it is, you know, make it so that way league play becomes very, very balanced and very competitive and sweaty and try hard. But in public matches, people are just going to get shit on no matter what. It's just a matter of how much time you put into the game and you're going to get better. You know, and there's no point in trying to allow the bad players to win or reward them for staying bad. You know, that's just my 2 cents. And, you know, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the rant. You know, let me know if you guys have felt the same problems. But on that note, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Crew.gaming on Instagram. Oh no.